big numbers. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. 65. 65. Kill. Hey, 5 on the kicker. 5 on the kicker.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Begin. Wait. Let's go, D.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 76 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Buccaneers 45-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 13. Check 13.
Newton to throw. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Brings up 2nd and 10. The Bucs 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
To throw is Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
In your face.
From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That one good for 33 and a first. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Evans has it left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did. Torrey Smith, watch him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Torrey Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
Check 9, check 6, get him.
To throw on second down is Newton. Buying time to his left. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Newton now already at 150 yards passing, and we're still in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
What's that? Yeah, 180. I got him. Got double time. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Newton on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Edwards now on 1st and 10, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard
A
line.
rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Cam's going to run the option right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Let's stop.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Come on, let's go. Jumper.
On first down, it's Edwards. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guy's playing it, are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Barber on 1st and 10. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
What we got? What we got?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Newton on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Newton. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. No.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Newton. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On the ground, Ellington. Oh, what a juke into space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What is it? Mike 54. I got one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give here to Scarlett. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now Scarlett. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now it's Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again is Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make this an 8-point game. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Let's go.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now Ellington. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Jameis now on 1st down. Airing this one out for... It got his man, complete. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
That's it. Great 88. Great. It's a slant. What is it?
Newton on 1st down. Flush to his right. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Scarlett, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. William Golston drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, here's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. This is Allington, and an alley to run. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Check set. 180. Check 45. 8. They will start the drive with Scarlett.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Airing it out deep for Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Next to score, Buccaneers 45, Panthers 29.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
20.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Smith catches left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Newton throwing again. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Winston gives to Barber. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. The gain of 39 that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. He'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Ready? Black, Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You gonna see me in your nightmare. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Here's Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run with Barber here, right side. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green, triple C. 59, 59. Come to my work. Even. Come to my work. Switch. Let's go.
Here's Ellington. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Winston now after the fumble recovery. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. First down, Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bucs, it was a great all-around performance.